Saudi is driving into many sectors. Can you please just elaborate on that?
Saudi has successfully done a stem cell transplant to a third. NVIDIA is the one who is making chipset for artificial intelligence. 230 plus regional headquarters have been formed in Saudi Arabia in 2023 and 2024 till date.
Yeah, and I can see the major changes basically on the women empowerment scene, where the people are very much scared to go into this Saudi, about where there are the strict rules and regulations are there. Hello everyone, welcome to our first episode. I'm your host Faisal from Black Swan, and today we have our special guest Mr. Anand, who is expert in GCC region for business setup and advisory. Let's hear it from him.
Thank you so much, Faisal, for having me here and allowing me the opportunity to speak about how the market is going to be in GCC region, especially in Saudi Arabia. So I'll quickly tell you about me. It's nothing much to say, but currently I am working as a VP in Black Swan, and I'm handling projects in all GCC where I help expats to incorporate companies of all levels. I basically come from India. There's a small place called Jharkhand, and I had decent amount of experience in working with corporates. And then I moved to Dubai and started working with Black Swan.
Yeah, it was nice. So Mr. Anand, it's an honor to have you here, and our audience must be willing to know, in details about today's topic, which is we were talking about the Saudi Arabian investment opportunities for expats, and what are the legal formalities, rules and regulations which the people need to be taken care, and other things which is required in Saudi Arabia, right? For the setup.
Yes, of course. You said it very right, Mr. Faisal. It's been in talks from a long time that everyone across the globe is talking about Saudi Arabia, the market. Everyone is interested to know what is happening in Saudi, what are their plans. So you can see there are a lot of sources. What people know about Saudi is the NEOM vision, that 2030 vision, which has been a most prominent topic for people. Everybody is knowing about it. It's evident on the internet. But there are so many other things which is very important as an investor to understand. It will help them to take a decision on their plan in moving to Saudi. Yeah, and there are so many evidences. See, what happens if you think from a perspective of an investor who is planning to start their business in Saudi or make a footprint in Saudi with a long-term goal. So then an investor considers so many things. I have been in touch with so many investors across the globe for their advancement and for their setting up their companies and branches and subsidiaries and regional headquarters in many parts of the world. So I always talk to them, and they always come up with a vision. And now their vision is in line with the vision of the country they are planning to start business in. So the moment investor feels that he is safe over there, and he always comes with a long-term goal. He comes with all his ability and all his experience, which he already having. So the investor is looking for an environment where his business will definitely flourish, and he will have a hassle-free ease of doing business in that part of the world. That's the reason people would like to go to Saudi. And trust me, Saudi has so many things to offer to investors. So it's not just that the NEOM vision. There are so many things.
Yeah, that's really great. So now can you please more elaborate on the booming sectors in Saudi Arabia?
Faisal, to me, all sectors are booming in Saudi, but to be very specific, there are many sectors. I'll start with the logistics sector. Since the Red Sea is there, the ports are there. There are 3 ports in Saudi: King Jeddah Port, King Salman Port, and that ports are amazing in Saudi. And if you look at the ranking, they are ranked 15th in handling the containers. They have advanced to this rank. They were 16th. That means they are handling more containers. That means the more business is happening. So now one more very interesting deal has happened very recently, that there's a company called Maersk. Yeah, it's one of the largest company. Every second container in the world has Maersk written. You would have seen it anywhere. Maersk has invested the largest investment of their lifetime in Saudi. Yeah, that investment value is approximately 350 million US dollars. And yes, Maersk is a 10-decade-old company, founded in 1907, and 10-plus decade-old company. This company has invested heavily in Saudi Arabia. They are making top-notch infrastructure, and that includes the storage capacity, which goes in line with supply chain management, supply chain demand. So now they have sensed the market that traders are going to come, so they would be needing the spaces. So they have very good space. These spaces are, you can say, they are temperature controlled spaces are also there. They have refrigerated spaces over there. Their area is 230,000 square meters, big time. This tells you the story that how Saudi Arabian logistics sector is emerging. We see every day new companies are being formed in logistics sector for ship management, for custom clearance, for broking, for so many things, for vessel management, for warehousing, for trucking, for transport. These areas are connected to logistics, so it's booming. So logistics is one of the sector which I clearly see. Then the second major, in fact, all sectors are major to me, but second sector is tourism.
Yeah, tourism.
Yes,
I think.
tourism is not, yes, true, my friend. Tourism is not only about Hajj and Umrah.
Yeah.
That is one tourism. That's a good thing. But now they have started taking tourists. So if you can see 1.7 billion visitors in 2023 visited Saudi.
Yeah.
They have simplified the visa rules. Remember, 2-3 years down the line, it was difficult to get a visit visa for Saudi. Now, you qualify for that, you get a visa immediately in a day, multiple entry for a year. What else you expect? So, because since they have understood it, that if they want people to come into Saudi Arabia, whether they are a tourism people or whether they are investors for business, they are simplifying for all of them.
And I can see one more, the biggest achievement in Saudi Arabia is where they bought Cristiano Ronaldo. How can we forget about him?
I
You know,
have
he's
a
a global
reverse
star.
question to you, Faisal, here. Why Ronaldo choose Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, that's the thing, because he conquered Europe, okay, and then later he been to Saudi, because no one was believing that he will come to Saudi Arabia, because it's a Gulf country.
Ronaldo is one of the most decent athlete of recent times.
Yeah,
It's
he's my favorite.
Yeah.
For
Mine-
Ronaldo.
Hi, Ronaldo. If you are listening to us, we love you.
Yeah.
So, Ronaldo choose KSA, Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia choose Ronaldo. He joined the team Al Nassr. Yeah. Ronaldo is a kind of person who you don't see, he has never been into any kind of controversy. And he has always been out of the media and the limelights. Yeah. Media follows him. He is never behind media. Now, Ronaldo choose to invest in Saudi Arabia also. Not many people know this, that Ronaldo has a long-term goal. He would like to retire at the age of 40, and he finds Saudi is the most promising place for investment.
Yeah, where I can see, in his videos, he kept on saying about the Red Sea.
Yes, Red Sea is one of the amazing creations they have made. And, it's a big area, and they have more than 1,000 man-made islands. They have, in that area, they have issued 8 dock licenses. They have issued 8 to 10 tourism licenses, which can, lead to a growth to a coastal tourism. Yeah, so it's a big thing. So see, these kind of developments contribute to the economical ecosystem. These kind of development let people come to the Saudi Arabia. You feel urged to go there. Yeah. Ronaldo had that feeling. He wanted to go. Now he has been playing with Europe a long time. Now he wanted to see how the sports fraternity in Saudi is working. Now see Saudi, if you remember the World Cup.
Yeah, how can I forget that? Because the World Cup match,
Saudi defeated.
yeah, they were playing against Argentina.
The top team.
Yeah,
Messi.
top team. And they won that match, and they were like, bro, we don't want World Cup. Forget about that. This is
the
our
World
World Cup.
That's the World Cup for
They
them.
won against Messi. That's their thought,
So, my
They
friend,
felt
that's the largest upset in the history of FIFA.
Yeah.
I was in Saudi that day. I was out on the road after the match.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. Everybody was out. Soccer is
that's
love.
great. Yeah, it was an
Soccer
amazing
is love in
feeling
all
there
this country.
in the street.
Yes, so now Ronaldo has a reason.
Yeah.
Saudi has a reason. Now everybody is asking questions. Ronaldo is
Yeah.
going to Saudi. What is happening in Saudi?
Yeah.
People know it. What is happening?
Yes, Mr. Anand. So, Saudi is driving into many sectors. can you please just elaborate on that? Like, what all sectors
Trust me,
they are covering?
they are everywhere. If you go to Saudi, I'll give you one small example. Very recently in medical fraternity, Saudi has successfully done a stem cell transplant to a third, and child recovered fast and child was discharged from the hospital.
Oh.
This is one of a kind of unique, you know.
Yeah.
So this basically is a new technology where you edit the genome.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very heavy.
Yeah.
It's happening. It can lead to lot of future revolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Genome implementation, genome editing can cure many diseases.
Yeah.
That children who was cured was a thalassaemic patient, thalassemia
Yeah.
from the birth, high degree. And that has happened in King Abdulaziz Hospital Medical Center in Riyadh.
Mm-hmm.
That tells the story that how they are taking it hand to hand to technology.
Mm-hmm.
One other news reminds me that recently AI summit has happened in Saudi Arabia, where all major countries participated in Saudi Arabia. This GAI summit, which is General Artificial Intelligence. So they have AI Olympiads happening. They have so many things happening. Countries are coming over there. They are distributing knowledge. They have ordered chipset with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the one who is making chipset for artificial intelligence. Yeah, and NVIDIA is one who is supplying chipset to ChatGPT, because these kind of
Okay.
chips need a lot of technology to process the information and
Yeah.
make it a presentable form for you.
Yeah.
So Saudi Arabia has ordered it. It will be delivering to them by 2025. So now you see the advancement. This is one sector of technology, healthcare. Then you have business sector. 230 plus regional headquarters have been formed in Saudi Arabia in 2023 and 2024 till date. Regional headquarter is a kind of company where, if you have multiple businesses in multiple countries, you would like to manage your business in that region. So you open a headquarter and you manage this business. There is a compliance to that. But 230 RHQ means that big guys are coming to Saudi. That tells the story of business fraternity. And these are who? They are manufacturers, they are traders, they are service providers. I have seen these Chinese and Japanese and Americans are going to Saudi Arabia. They are creating manufacturing units over there. You can relate. See, it's very simple, Faisal. You can relate what is happening. Tourism is at top. Tourists are coming. Visitors are coming. You see that Marsik is opening a hub over there, with $350 billion value investment. Now you see that big tech companies are coming. Traders are coming. So these all are related.
Yeah.
Their ports are gaining access. Their ports are getting prominence on the global chart. IMF is monetary fund is praising their growth has been changed from oil to business. And the growth rate of this business is 3.5%.
Yeah, and I can see the major changes basically on the women empowerment. That I would like you to tell our audience more about that.
See, if you start connecting dots, you will get a very clear picture about Saudi.
Okay.
10 years down the line, maybe 15 years down the line, I don't exactly remember the date. Saudi started driving license for female. That was on talks. Female were not allowed to have a driving license earlier.
Yeah.
So that was a big news for Saudi. So they always advocated women empowerment. Since now, because they were busy in their oil economy. They were busy with oil. Now they are diversifying. So they have to manage everything.
Yes.
Now their vision in 2030 is that 35% of female participation will be there in all the departments.
Yeah.
Still, you go to Saudi Arabia, you go to Ministry of Commerce, you go to Ministry of Investment, there are female ladies working. Plus, top of all, Saudi Arabia median age is 35 years. That means half of the population is 35 and close to that. That tells you the story that this young population is very adaptive to the culture, very adaptive to the innovations, very adaptive to what is happening around the world. Maybe it's AI technology or medical fraternity technology, business or anything, or tech companies. So they would like to work, they would like to give their best participation. They are educated. There are so many universities in Saudi Arabia where, foreign students are coming and studying, getting educated. That stem cell operation they are doing. You can understand that what kind of technology and what kind of, they have taken it very, very seriously. And the median age population, 35 years, gives you a strong hint to investors that they are in safe hands, and Saudis can fulfill their demand of manpower.
Yeah, and I also want to tell, because I have seen where the people are very much scared to go into this Saudi, about where there are strict rules and regulations are there. So on that, what's your thought? I just want to know.
It's not right word to say strict regulation.
Yeah.
See, regulated, compliance
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
If anything is not regulated, then that thing is not trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that if the regulation is good for the users, which is an investor, then it's very good. Yeah. They are not controlling your business. They are trying to provide you a congenial environment where your business will flourish. To make sure that you are going in a right way, and to make sure that they are managing it as per their protocols, they have these kind of compliances, which is not a bad thing to have for any country. See, what has happened, that now you see their approach. A lot of countries think everyone wants to grow. Saudi is already economically grown. They are not growing. They are diversifying.
Yeah.
There is a difference in developing country or developed country, or there's a difference in, they don't have lots of money. Yeah. They don't want that people will come with investment. That is by default there. But their motto is to diversify their economy from oil-based economy to business-based economy, which is also evident in the data. Yeah. So now that's the reason that they have put this kind of capping, that actual people should come.
Yeah.
Actual investors should come. That's why Mossack is there.
Yeah.
They are dealing with Nvidia. Yeah. So big companies are there. I have opened a lot of companies on behalf of Black Swan in Saudi. I cannot name those companies because we have NDA signed with them. But some companies are royal families of GCC. Some are the government entities, government subsidiaries and umbrellas. Some big guys. Yeah. So is that.
Okay, so yes, Mr. Anand, as you said, it's not so much of complication. So I want to tell us the audience about how this company can be formed, what are the process steps.
See, Faisal, it's not about complication. It's about being regulatory, using a regulatory platform. So what Saudi has done is they have started for expat FDI especially. They have started a department which is called MISA, M-I-S-A, stands for Ministry of Investment in Saudi Arabia. Actually, they have this department from before also. Earlier, they were known as SAGIA, S-A-G-I-A, which is Saudi Arabia General Investment Authority. So now they simplified it. They made new instructions, new rules, new protocols, set of instructions how they will manage the expat investment in Saudi. So they named it MISA, Ministry of Investment in Saudi Arabia. Same old SAGIA is turned to MISA. And now in internet, people are still talking about SAGIA, but it's been 2.5 years, the SAGIA is changed to MISA. So MISA is a watch gate for expat planning to invest in Saudi or open a company. Whenever you want to open a company in Saudi, you need an approval from MISA first. Minister of Investment. That's a watch gate. They will verify your capability, eligibility criteria, and only you will get an entry to market here. MISA is the first checkpoint. So this is it.
So can you tell me what is the process basically, how they can incorporate, and most important thing is who can open a company in Saudi Arabia? That my audience would like to know.
Anybody who is capable can open a company, but the question is capability. What is the capability? Who are eligible to set up a company in Saudi Arabia? MISA is the authority to allow you a license to start your company in Saudi Arabia. So MISA has certain criteria. We have many sectors, we have many kind of companies. Across the globe, it's a normal phenomenon that you have a limited liability company, you have a branch company, you have a subsidiary company, you have a regional headquarters, So you have a trading company, or you have a services company, or you are forming a manufacturing unit. So different type of entities have different regulation. I'll tell you quickly, let's talk about trading. Trading is one of the widely recognized and widely used entity type across the globe. A lot of countries think that traders can contribute to economical ecosystem at large, but service provider do have equal contribution.
Okay.
You see what is happening in UAE, in Dubai. They are giving golden visas to innovators, to scientists, to doctors,
Yeah.
to bright students having good marks. So technology, these are services, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily trader can contribute. Service providers can contribute at large as well. So
Yeah.
they have given space to all of them.
Okay.
Trader, since their market is bigger than services, so trader are more compliant. If you want to set up a trading company in Saudi Arabia, first of all, you cannot set up a company in an individual capacity. Let's suppose Mr. Faisal wants to start a company in Saudi Arabia for trading.
Okay.
Faisal can set up a company in his own individual capacity, but that will cost you a lot. You have to take a ikama, premium ikama,
Okay.
which is called residency, costing approx 100,000 Saudi riyal per year.
Oh,
Nobody is thinking
100,000.
about that. Yes. So
It's too much.
mostly, yeah,
Too much for a normal guy.
too much. Yes.
To invest so much.
What has happened in Saudi? That corporates are coming. The businesses
Okay.
which are already established and flourish in other part of the world, they wanted to explore the bigger market of Saudi Arabia, take advantage of enormously huge market. People have good buying capacity, population is amazing, the area is amazing, development is amazing. So they want to set up a trading company. Everybody wants to go beforehand. They want to become an early bird. Yeah?
Okay.
If you want to set up a company of trading in Saudi Arabia, you need to be present in 3 countries.
Oh, 3 countries.
Yes. That's why I told you that they want big fat people to come because they have a big vision and big plan. Yeah?
Oh, sorry,
To
Anand.
lift
I
the-
don't have.
You will have inshallah someday.
Inshallah.
Yes. To lift a big stone, you need big power. So they have big vision, they need big people.
Okay.
You have company in 3 countries, and if you are out of GCC, let's suppose you are not a Kuwait company, UAE company, Oman company, Bahrain company, Qatar company, you are an Indian or European company, then you need to be at least 3 years old in order to get a
Okay.
Ministry of Investment approval in Saudi
I
Arabia.
want you to elaborate more on this.
Okay.
Like 3-year-old means like what
Okay.
you want, like it's
Okay.
3 companies should be 3 years old, or just please
The
tell me.
parent company needs to be 3-year-old if these companies are not incorporated in GCC region.
Okay.
GCC has their own business immunity. There is a tax immunity. There is so many immunities in amongst GCC. So if the company is in GCC, it has to be 1-year-old, not a problem. If the company who is holding shares in Saudi Arabia as an investor, as a part of FTI, has to be at least 3 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 3 companies, 3-year-old, 1 company, and you have all the papers. All these documents needs to be verified by Saudi embassy in a home country, whether it's a apostille or it's a embassy attestation. These documents are sent to MISA for verification. Then the parent company tells MISA that I am appointing a general manager in the license. The details has been provided to you. They make a board resolution from the parent company that we are going to form this company with this intention of this activity. And this is the manager of the license. These all documents goes to Saudi Arabia, Ministry of Investment, the attested documents. They verify and they approve it. Yeah?
Okay.
Once they approve, then the second step starts. Then there's a department which is common for everyone. The authority is responsible to give you a trade license, which is called Ministry of Commerce,
Okay.
MOCI. So for expats, first go to MISA and then MOCI will give you license easily.
So it doesn't depends on the activities, right? No matter it's trading or manufacturing or service, but these process remain same, right? This attestation and everything.
Yes, the roadmap is same. You
Okay.
go with MISA if you are an expat. If you are a
Okay.
local, then you directly go to Ministry of Commerce and take a license. The rules are different. If you are an expat, you go to MISA first. If you are a trader or a service provider or a manufacturer, there can be additional approvals. For example,
Okay.
somebody wants to set up a manufacturing unit. It's very logical to understand that a manufacturing unit might have e-waste,
Okay.
which can lead to danger to environment. So
Yeah.
they need one approval from environment department.
Okay.
Yeah, a manufacturing unit needs large manpower, so they needed approval from one department. Manufacturing units have technicalities in their warehouses or their establishment unit, so they need this approval from civil defense. It's very
Oh.
simple. Now, traders, you are trading normal, you don't need approval. You are trading something which is sensitive. It's about petroleum.
Okay.
There's a regulation, you cannot do that. Chemical, which can lead to health and hazard of a citizen and residents, you are regulated. See, it's very logical in Saudi. It has been made in such a manner that one investor can easily understand that what kind of activity will need approval, what kind of activity will not need an
Yeah,
approval. For
yeah.
example, you are opening a restaurant.
Okay.
Definitely you need to be watched that you are adhering the regulation of health and hygiene or not. Yeah, it's like that. But all kind of licenses mostly are available for expat in Saudi, whether it's a trading, services, manufacturing.
So thank you, Mr. Anand. It was very informative. So now, what are the post incorporation compliances which the client need to take in care?
Yes, Faisal, that's very important. Setting up a company is a piece of cake, and running a company is not that a piece of cake. So you need to take care of the government compliances. See, once you set up a company, now they have, like I told you before, that they are technologically driven country. So they have made portals for everything. Yeah,
Okay.
you have portal for social security, you have portal for insurances, you have portal to manage your labor and your employment. You have portal to manage your taxation. The corporate tax in Saudi is 20% on the net profit. And there is a social Islamic tax called zakat, which is 2.5%.
Okay, zakat, yeah.
Yes, zakat, yes, yeah. That's for welfare. Everybody is happy to pay that.
Yeah.
And everybody is happy to pay the taxes also because they are earning, then you are paying taxes.
Yeah.
If you compare to other countries, I'll not name any, 40 to 50% is the average tax rate for businesses. This country is giving you a platform and a big market. So total tax would be 22.5% for expat. Once you create the company, you register yourself with various portals. And when you had made that board resolution as an expat parent company that you are forming a subsidiary or a branch or RHQ, then you have nominated one person as a general manager. That general manager flies into Saudi Arabia on a Iqama, gets his formality done, medical and biometrics and whatever, and takes the residency in Saudi, and representation of that parent company is done by that person, registering himself on the portal, paying taxes, start rotating invoices, and make money.
Okay, Mr. Anand, you are making very easy for the investors, but I want to know the difficult part, which is Saudization, which I heard. So please tell me about that.
That's true, Faisal, but I would not again say, see, I'm a very positive person by nature, so there is nothing bad for me. Saudization is there, of course, which is 33.3%. That depend upon activity also. Some activities can have greater. See, I said it before that median is 35. So they have to, because they are diversifying. When they were working on oil, so they don't really need an employment. A lot of things were outsourced. Now they are shifting their motor from oil to business. So they need participation. Local participation is most important part. Yeah, that is the reason Saudization is there, 33.3%. But of course, yes, there are some sectors like manufacturing where you have more number of employees. So they give you some of the other leverages, and more number of Saudi employees in the company. You have grading system. There is a program called Nitakat program. Nitakat program decides that how many Saudi employees you need. For my viewers, I'll tell that you started a company, let's suppose first, second employee is expat, then third employee is a Saudi. 33.3%. But trust me, in our company also, a lot of Saudi employees are working, and they are working better than other expat employees. And since they are very young, and since they are adaptive to technology, to change, innovation, they have a zeal of doing something. So for them, they take it as a fun, and they do it amazing. So Saudi employee can be an asset to investor. Investor must get a positive assurance from this Saudi median age population who are ready to work. So that's good point. Like, you are safeguarded. Your worry is less. But yes, of course, you have to hire them.
So thank you so much, Mr. Anand. Now, the very last question, which even my audience wants to know, what will be the approx cost? But I don't want you to tell, because I want my audience to call us, and then we will discuss more about that. So thank you so much, Mr. Anand. It was a pleasure having you here. And I hope with this podcast, with this information, they have some clarity about Saudi Arabian investment and what are the opportunities. So thank you so much once again. So thank you so much, Mr. Anand.
My pleasure.
I guess the time is up, and I know that Saudi Arabia, there are a lot of things which need to be in consideration. So it was pleasure having you here. Thank you so much once again, and it was an amazing, it was an informative session. Thank you so much.
Okay, Faisal, thank you so much for having me here. You said it very right that it's endless to talk about Saudi. There are so many things we possibly can cover up in our next podcast. Thank you for having me here. Have a good evening.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any query regarding incorporation process and you want to know more in details. We are there to assist you. Post incorporation, what are legal formalities? If you have anything, you just reach out to us. And you can visit our website www.blackswanbasis.com. This is Faisal signing off.